Hi, I'm Austin Jarrett. I'm the Managing Director of Allett Mowers, and I also own that business. And we're really passionate about lawn care and sports services. So we manufacture very specialised lawn mowing equipment, which is used in all of the top stadiums in the world. And we also manufacture a range of cylinder mowers for homeowners, and these guys are just completely fanatical about producing amazing striped lawns. So we've been manufacturing since 1965, and we have a whole heritage of products which we, of course, it's really important to us that we're able to supply spare parts for these products, and you can actually still buy spare parts for the machines that were made in 1965. So parts is such an important part of our business. It represents about 10 or 15% of our sales, and of course it's an important part of our profitability. It's also really important to us that the customers that buy these what are quite expensive machines, that they are able to keep them going quickly, and they also have a lot of immovable deadlines. If you're producing a sports surface for a World Cup event, you need to make sure that that is mown absolutely perfect for all the millions of people that are going to be watching that sports event. So spare parts is important to us commercially, and of course long-term commercially is all about having customers that can really rely on our spare parts service. So with that in mind, we had a whole different bunch of sources that our customers could go and get spare parts or spare part numbers from, so that they could then communicate with either us or our distributors. We sell our mowers in 46 different countries throughout the world, and the linguistics challenges that we have as well for the name of a bearing, for instance, means that we really always need a part number to make sure that our whole from inquiry through to delivery is absolutely right and seamless. So that parts lookup element, absolutely critical for us, and we needed to really bring that together and consolidate it. And so that's why we started shopping, and that's why we started looking for a parts lookup. And this is 2 years ago now, we ended up selecting Partful as our spare parts partner. Really important to us that this is a long-term partnership. Once we're in together, we're in it for the long haul, and that was really important, that we found the right partner that was not only really capable at what they did and was passionate about what they did. We also needed an economic solution. It needed to be affordable for us. We're not a huge multinational manufacturer, we're a small British specialised niche market manufacturer. And we needed a company where our values really aligned in terms of the friendliness and our commitment and our enthusiasm to our market. And we felt that with the meetings that we'd had and the solutions and the demonstrations that you gave us, that you would not only supply all of that, but it was going to be a really hyper modern solution as well. This is all about the customer experience. It's fine to say that what we're going to do is become really efficient. Of course we need to become really efficient, but the major part was to make sure that our customers just had a seamless experience, and we're really able to find the right part absolutely confidently, so that they could then use that part number throughout the whole process to make sure that they got delivered as quickly as possible, the spare parts. Our customers just need uptime, and this is a really major part of that. So that's why we selected Partful. We felt it was a cultural fit, we felt it was a really advanced solution, and actually 2 years on, that's exactly what they've delivered. The company that they presented to us at the demonstration is exactly the company that we feel that we're dealing with 2 years later, and you can't often say that, actually. Our experience so far, so we went live about 3-4 months ago, so we've put the system up there and our customers now are using it. We've done a soft launch just to make sure everything works out well, and we can also adjust our own internal systems. and it's been a really good experience. It's not an easy thing to do. There's a lot of stuff that we haven't been able to maybe present the information that was necessary as immediately and in a way that Partful could work with quickly. But they have just been so patient with us and been so helpful to actually make sure that we can deliver to them what we needed to do to make sure we were successful. I think the whole Partful experience for me has been great. There's a team of people at Partful that are so committed to making this work. They are really focused not just on the nitty-gritty that you naturally get into in the detail of spare parts and replacement spare parts and supersession of spare parts. There's all that detail that you get into, but there's always somebody that's saying, yeah, but what about the revenues? And of course, commercially, for a business like ours, that is what it's all about. We've got the detail of how we achieve it, but what about the revenues? And the other thing is that is as important, and of course generates the revenues, is that you are talking about the customer experience. And you're a little bit removed away from that. We're dealing with the customer that's having the experience, so you need to understand what our opinions are. But your guys have even been to events of ours to meet our customers to get a real understanding, and I think that is so unusual. It's one thing to understand your customer, which is us, but to make that real effort to understand what our customer is going through is I think really is a testament to the way that you operate as a business. So that's been really enlightening, and of course we learn stuff when we see the way that you operate as a supplier to us, essentially, and I think that has been great. On top of that, you're a young team, you're really professional, you are working with cutting edge technology and making that accessible to an old engineering business like us with customers that need to be satisfied every day, and I think that the friendliness that always comes across whenever we have contact with you as well is obviously deep in your culture, and that is great.